I've been toying with the idea of these piano wires for a while now. We did used to sell the TFL ones years ago, but they're a bit troublesome. They used to, give problems, used to break and whatnot. So I never went back to it until I bought one of these SR80s. Apparently the standard version of these, the non-pro version, runs a piano wire, and the hot tip is to put one of those cables or one of those drives in the pro version with the better motor and whatnot, and they go faster because being a smaller diameter wire, you have less resistance. The other advantage with these is they can spin backwards as well. You're never going to unwind it. But the issue with putting one of these in one of these boats is, yeah, it goes faster, but they don't last very long. They break all the time. So what I've gone and done is got these made up specially. They I suspect the ones that come with these boats are 1.5mm wire. The biggest ones I can find you can buy on the market are 2mm. They're a TFL thing. I got these made up in 2.5mm wire, so compared to 2 to 2.5, it's got to be at least 25% stronger. TFL tell me theirs are a mix mild steel and stainless steel alloy. I got these made up in 316 stainless steel, so pure stainless. And the other thing is they tell me that these are two different pieces, the TFL ones and the ones you can buy on the market. They say they're bonded together. Now I don't know what that means, whether that's glue, solder, a press fit in there, I don't know. I got these made up in one piece, so there should be no reason one of these is ever going to break. Should be easy to install one in a mono, because you don't have a lot of angle in the shafts in monos. It's almost dead straight in this one. This one here is long, but it's also straight. So, I mean, it's got no bend in it because it's all so low. You couldn't use it in a cat because your cat, not being a V-hull, is, your prop is sort of down here compared to where the motor's sitting in the boat. The back of the boat is sort of like that. The motor's sitting up here. So, but in any mono, I don't see why it can't work. So what I'll do is fit one. Maybe I'll do a test in one of these boats. See how fast it goes with a normal drive shaft. See if it makes a difference with this one. Then later on I'll go over to this one and test it for strength. This is up to an 8S boat. It's got an 8mm shaft on here on the motor, so I need to get a couple of joiners made up. I've got joiners, but they're only 5mm shafts, so I mean, if it can last in this boat, it will last in anything. So let's see how that goes. So your joiner on these can't be a collet with jaws like it does where it crushes down onto the cable. It's got to be grub screws that hold it in. Okay, so that's in. It seems to spin pretty good. I mean, I'm not sure actually what it was like before. It's probably similar to probably about the same, I suppose. I can't really, not sure. I just had to grind a small point on the wire to push it through, because there is a slight angle in the stuffing tube, and it was kind of digging into the Teflon liner. What else? I found out the motor wasn't perfectly straight. It was straight enough probably for a flex cable, it could move around like that, but with a 2.5mm hole in the joiner, with a 2.5mm shaft going into that small hole, it pretty much has to be perfect. So what I had to do was just lift up my stuffing tube a little bit. Just had to remove these two screws, put a end of a cable tie in there, just to pull it up just a little bit so it could slide in and out without any friction. And yeah, it's probably going to be fine. The other thing that occurred to me, I'm never going to have to worry about a gap here. I mean, I've just done that by habit because I just cut the cable the same length as the other one. But there's going to be no shrinkage in a solid shaft, is there? It doesn't matter if you've got a gap. It's not going to make any difference. So, alright, we'll see what happens tomorrow when I take it out.